All right, here we are back again. Sorry, team. So I can find a more friendly number, actually, to help me with this equation. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to just try to position the camera and then get back into the lesson with you all. Let's see what we got. Good? Good-ish? Good-esque? Try to get back into this. All right. So what we're looking for is more friendly numbers to help us out. 22 is not a very friendly number. And 16 is also not a very friendly number. But when I think about the number 22, I feel good about the number 20. Like that's a friendly number that I could do some pretty solid work with. And then when I think about the number 16, I could use the number 10. That's a number that I could do some pretty solid work with. So I'm actually going to think about this number 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to divide this way because I feel very good about the number 20. I feel like that's something I can do some real strong work with. Let me actually grab a green pen just in case so you can see exactly what I've done here. So I've counted down and I'm dividing. So I've got 20, not 22 anymore. Let me make a revision. Now I've got 20 and I've got, that's right, 2. Okay, so what am I going to do about this number 16? We already said that we feel good about 10. So let's count out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 and 6. So let me take this green pen to help you guys out. I'm going to divide all the way up. And now let's think back to 2 days ago when we first started the area model with 1 digit by 4 digits. Here we are now with 2 digits by 2 digits. And so I've got 20 by, remember what this was? A 10 at the top. I've got 2 by, how many are in this section? How many here? A 6. So when I'm doing my equations, I'm actually saying to myself, this section is 20 times 10. This section is 20 times what? Right, 6. This section is only 2. See that digit there to help me? By what? Yes, 10. This section is 2 by what? Yes, 6. So now I've got actually 4 equations that make up my, each of them are partial products to make up my full product. And so the work that kids are going to do today is, we're not going to do any one-to-one counting all of this stuff. We're actually going to move this grid into the area model. Yeah, easy peasy. Okay, so what does that look like? I'm going to find, I'm going to say, well, what are friendlier numbers for my equation? Remember my equation up here, 16 times 22? I'm going to say to myself, 16 seems pretty complicated, or 22 seems pretty complicated. How about I do 20 and I do 2? How about I do 10 and I do 6? And now I have 20 times 10, base factor, 2 times 1 is 2, right? But power of 10, 2 zeros. Then I do 20 times 6. Base factor 2 times 6, 12. Power of 10, 1 0. Now I've got 2 times 10. Base factor 2 times 1. Yeah, 2. Power of 10 makes that 20. Now I've got 2 times 6. Base factor 12. So now what I need to do is I've got all of these partial product, partial product, partial product, partial product. I need to add my partial products back together. So I'm going to do that 200, put a little check mark so I know I used it, plus 120, 0 ones, 2 10s, 3 hundreds, plus another 20, 0 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, 3 hundreds, plus another 12, 2 ones, 4, 5 tens, 3 hundreds. My answer is 352. And so that is how we sort of take kids through using that grid and helping them understand we're no longer going to count 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We're not going to do all of that. And also 22 is hard for us. But basic facts and power of 10 are two things that can really push us to understand what we're doing when we're multiplying these 2 by 2 digit numbers. So that's the focus of today's lesson, the area model and the 2 by 2 digit numbers. So kids using those friendly numbers along with their base facts and powers of 10. So just a quick preview into the lesson I named for you all that kids will need to transpose or use a commutative property to do amount in each group times number in each group and vice versa. I also want to name that kids need to 100% pay attention to directions today, and that's what you are looking for. You do that procedural lap and stop them if you don't see them reading. Reading, reading, reading. Solve the problem using the area method. You might have to draw your own boxes. Solve the problem using the area method. You might have to draw your own boxes. That looks pretty consistent. But when we turn the page, now we've got a story problem in place and it's not telling you what method to use. Now we're asking the kiddo to identify the equation represented in the area model. So again, having kids pause and really read the question is going to be crucial. And then just something I want to draw your attention to for the exit ticket as you are getting ready for today's lesson. Kiddos are asked basically to solve a simple 2 by 2 digit equation. This is where you'd want to see the cleanest example of an area model with a friendly number. I want to see 40 and 7, 50 and 3, and it's just got to be the kids' go-to. In addition to that, they're going to have to pull it out of a story problem, and then in addition to that, they're going to have to identify, we talked about this earlier, which equation is represented by this image, and this is where I want to be crystal clear. Even though kids are going to be used to going left to right because we read left to right, they're going to have to remember the commutative property in order to get this answer right today. All right, so that is lesson 8. Hope this was helpful. Remember, this is a 2-part video now because, camera mishaps. And we'll see you guys soon.